These creepy monsters hardly ever expose more than just their eyes, unless something really gets on their nerves. This rare sight is thanks to the tiresome sea urchins. And that's more than enough swimming for the next 2 weeks. But the sea urchin gang won't be shaken off that easily. As soon as the troublemakers are gone, the stargazer casts its fishing rod. A worm-like extension on its lower jaw serves as bait. The monster has a hard time swallowing. How big, or rather how small, the ghastly creature actually is becomes clear when compared to the underwater camera lens. Many critters are most active at night. A reef squid. The blaze of the spotlights keeps it spellbound. Then, it all just gets to be too much. While escaping, it discharges a cloud of ink, not to obscure an attacker's vision, but to distract it. The ink appears like a solid body in the water. It vanishes, never to be seen again. A bobtail squid, just a few centimeters long. Bobtail squid, other squid, and cuttlefish make up the 3 main groups that compose the 10-armed cephalopods. Lambay Strait harbors almost everything. And then there is the walking flamboyant cuttlefish. Flamboyant cuttlefish appear massively built, but are only about 6 centimeters long. They are believed to be the only poisonous cuttlefish, but they are dangerous to humans only if eaten. Flamboyant cuttlefish place their eggs in holes or crevices, or half a coconut shell. The eggs, initially white, gradually turn transparent, revealing the young inside. After 2 to 3 weeks, they hatch. Whether travelling on foot or floating on the current, the newly hatched cuttlefish migrate to the deeper ocean before returning as adults to their shallow water birthplaces to leave their own clutches of eggs. As the first rays of morning stretch over Lembe's hills, the fish market opens for business. The fishermen are returning from their night shift. Many come from only the next bay or two, but some from far out on the ocean. The catch is accordingly impressive. Fish any scuba diver in Lembe Strait would never get to see. In the past, much bigger, even gigantic fish are said to have been sold here, in the days the sea wasn't exploited to its limits. It's not easy for a simple fisherman to earn a living. The creepy monsters that attract divers from around the world to Lembe are of little interest to the fishermen. However, that may change. Tourism may offset the shortfalls from fishing income. Some of the critters here are as unfamiliar as if they were from another planet. A sea slug, almost 30 centimeters long and extremely dangerous to small fish and crabs. In contrast to other nudibranchs, this sea slug is not content with what it happens to find on the ground, but actively hunts. Another related species in stylish orange. It spares itself the effort of hunting, since its body, like those of many corals, harbours a thriving colony of microscopically small algae, providing sugar and starch. A somewhat sturdier alien. What's your best guess? It's a sea cucumber. What looks like feet are actually mouth tentacles the sea cucumber uses to pick up. It's startled, most likely by the spotlights. Sea cucumbers have a tough, warty skin and are extremely muscular. They breathe with their multi-purpose intestines, from which they also squirt a water jet when in distress. Male and female sea cucumbers cooperate at a distance in order to breed. Right now, it's the male's turn. Somewhere, invisible in the dark, there must be a female, and with a little luck, the sperm will find an egg. Though not exactly aliens, the Banggai cardinal fish are still considered strangers. Originally from the Banggai Islands, more than 300 kilometers away, they've been known in this area only since 1999. Banggai cardinal fish are caught by the millions for the international aquarium fish trade. One of the shipment hubs used to be near Lambe, where they arrived in plastic bags. The area's most experienced dive guide Iwan Ridwan Mohani knows the whole story.
They just brought from the sea and then just put it in a plastic bag, and then they was bringing to Pitung, and then they just try to make cleaning and then just put it to make a split to another plastic, and then the other plastic was cut, and then the cardinal fish fall into the water, and then that's now is a lot of cardinal fish in Lembe Strait.
In their native habitat, the Bangai Islands, they inhabit an area of no more than 30 square kilometers, one of the geographically smallest ranges for a saltwater fish ever identified, which makes this new mass colonization all the more remarkable. Like other cardinal fish, they also practice mouth brooding. The males brood the eggs and protect the hatchlings. The role these newcomers play in the local ecosystem remains unexplored. So far, the native species seems to greet them as most welcome prey. One of the biggest beneficiaries seems to be the ribbon eel.